Hi all, it's me Julie, your Pampered Chef consultant and traveling trivet. It's time for another Throwback Thursday recipe of the week. As you can see, I finally got my recipe chair set up and my retro stuff here. I just love my lamp. Too bad you can't see it on the film. I'll have to take a picture and show it to you. So last week we did one of our casseroles. This week, this is another book my friend Vicki gave me. It's called Favorite Recipes of Home Economic Teachers, Salads Including Appetizers. There you go. It's backwards, but you know, your brain can train yourself, see. And this book was published in 1964. And before I go into the recipe that I picked for you all today, one of the things I noticed in all these books that are around the 50s, late 50s, and all through the 60s, and probably the 70s too, there's pimentos in everything. Everything. I mean, it's like pimentos here and pimentos there. And what I remember about pimentos when I was a kid, my mom used to always have this little jar of pimentos, and I bought a jar just for y'all. This little jar of pimentos, and she used to use it in her chicken a la king. I have no idea what else she put this in, but I know that she used it in her chicken a la king. And what else I think of pimentos is classic martini, cheers, with pimento olives. I don't know if you can see this in my little retro glass. Anyway, cheers. I wonder if I can do this on YouTube. Maybe I ought to just down it. So I decided to look up exactly what a pimento is because I've never bought pimentos, but I have bought roasted peppers because I like the size. I put them on sandwiches and pastas, and these are really good, and I buy these. So now that I bought some pimentos, I decided to look up what they are, and I got this all ready for you. A pimento is any kind of pepper. In some English-speaking countries, it is mostly associated with a variety of large, red, heart-shaped chili peppers that measure 3 to 4 inches long and 2 to 3 inches wide. Pimentos can have various colors, and I did not know that. Who knew that pimentos can be in several different colors, including yellow, green, red, and maroon. I almost said mushroom. Some are green when immature and turn red when they reach maturity. The flesh of the pimento is sweet, succulent, and more aromatic than that of a red bell pepper. Well, that's the difference. So I get those roasted peppers or the red bell peppers. So it's going to be a different flavor. So I can see why you would use them differently in recipes. Some varieties of the pimento type are hot, including the floral green, or the floral jam, the Santa Fe Grande varieties. The fruits are typically used fresh or pickled. And I didn't know you can get a pimento fresh. I'm going to have to see if I can grow that in my garden. The pimento has one of the lowest Scoville scale ratings of any chili pepper. I'm going to post underneath all this a Scoville rating. I did a whole blog on this. I'll post it under there for you a little when it's all done. Anyway, and when I think of pimentos, I think of my mom's chicken a la king and martini olives. But also, who remembers the Oscar Mayer pickle and pimento loaf? When I was a kid, I always thought that was really yummy, but and when I see it in the grocery store, it's like, scream, let me get out of here. And also, in the South, there's pimento cheese, which is a huge part of Southern cuisine, according to the internet. You know, everything we read on the internet is true. Anyway, so for today's recipe, thinking about last week's wiener mix-up from the 60s, I thought that we could absolutely follow this up with a working gal's vegetable salad to go with that wiener mix-up. Anyway, here's the recipe. It serves 6. And I've got this bright light because I'm blind. 1 small onion diced, 3 stalks of celery diced, 1 green pepper chopped, 1 No. 3 can of English peas, 1 No. 3 can cut or French green beans, 1 small jar of pimentos chopped, and 1 teaspoon of salt. The dressing, this sounds like a southern dish. is 3/4 cup sugar, 1 cup of vinegar, half a cup of corn oil, and half a teaspoon of paprika. I think paprika what was that movie with Eddie Murphy? What was that with Eddie Murphy? Paprika. It was either the one about the animals or a haunted house where his daughter nicknamed herself Paprika, and he thought it sounded like paprika. Anyway, what was that movie? Post underneath. Here's the instructions. Combine vegetables, sprinkle with salt, refrigerate overnight. Next morning, drain and mix with dressing. This salad will keep in the refrigerator for several days. And this is actually from a home economics teacher in Hereford, Texas. From Hereford Senior High School in Hereford, Texas. So when I read this too, I like to find what Pampered Chef item would really help out in some of these recipes. And I thought, what would be perfect for this than our classic batter bowl? This is good for a lot of things. This is, I actually use this quite a bit with the lid. Anyway, it'd be perfect to mix the salad in. It has a lid, and it would keep it for your 6 days in the refrigerator. So what do y'all think of this recipe? Is it good? Yeah, we'll give it a try and see how it tastes. Is it bad? No, thank you. I really don't want that. Or is it ugly? 1964 called, and they want their pimentos back. Anyway, give me a mention underneath and let me know what you think. And I will see you all next week for another edition of Throwback Thursday Recipes. Bye.